All right. So Tiffany Avatar just lost the Goddesses of War championship, and I heard she went to Lucky Leo's to sulk in the candy stuff. So let's go see how she's going. What the hell? Tiffany, are you all right, Tiffany?
Is that my buddy?
What happened? You lost the title.
She poisoned my lollipop, smashed me over the head with it. I don't have my title anymore, buddy. I can't go home. I can't go to Candyland. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna lay here, okay?
Oh, okay. All right, Tiff. All right. Man, that Amity, she's really tough. But... Wait, what? What the hell?
Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Go back to your mom's uterus.
I don't know what's going on, but Amity's having a breakdown.
I'm sorry, Papa Dink. Right now,
It's okay. I'm gonna leave. Leave. Oh, Tiffany sends her regards.
I just want to say that it was super rude of you to walk away from me earlier.
Talking to the New York State champion, you're going to have to pay up.
Do you take Kale?
Dude, goodbye. Whipwreck, Cation, doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens, but it looks like we have a special guest.
Get my earplugs on.
No.
You was looking for Tina, and then you talk about people.
Dominate tonight, all right? The Dirty Deeds, they got nothing.
We're now the new Starlet champion. What's going on?
Hi, I am fearless princess, so why not team up?
All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo for February.
The show is called The Shadow Ban, and I was like, that's kind of...
Hold on. Let me speak. Okay?
But today I got a very special guest. I got the great. Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and tonight I have a very special guest. Let me bring him on real quick. The one, the only, the Metroplex heavyweight champion of the world, Demo Diamond.
Hey yo!
Hey yo, what's going on?
Nothing much. Just had a mini baby shower for my new baby. So,
Congratulations!
thank you.
How old is the baby?
She's not here yet. That's all.
Oh, she's coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hope you had a good time, and welcome to the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
All right, let's go over some stuff real quick. You are still the champion.
Yes, sir.
You defeated Exodus Prime.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff.
I have defended my title 4 times. I beat Tommy Becker to receive my championship. And this Thursday, we find out who's going to face me at Purple Rain.
Uh-oh. So what's going down? Is there going to be like a number 1 contenders match?
So from what, the rumblings and the posters, there's 2 different one-on-one matches. It's a one-night tournament. So there's 2 different one-on-one matches to determine who goes on to the next round. And the winner of those matches is the number 1 contender.
Awesome. Who are participating in that?
That is Kari Wright, Exodus Prime, who I already beat, which he doesn't deserve a shot. I mean,
he doesn't deserve it.
Hobo Joe, which he's a hobo, and then Dave Sagan, the cult leader. That's not a cult.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And this is happening. You can also watch it, I guess, on Twitch, right?
Yes, you can watch it on Twitch. We stream on Twitch.
Awesome. And that is in Texas.
Yes, sir.
Wow, you're from Texas?
I'm a Texas born and raised.
Now, I heard you can go to a different part of Texas and you can feel like you're in a different part of the United States.
Oh, yes, literally. You could drive 8 hours and still be in Texas. So,
yeah, someone told me, I had to drive 3.5 hours to reach this part of Texas. I'm like, it took me that to get to from New York to New Jersey. What do you mean?
Yeah, no. Going to Houston from where I stay is 5 hours. So it's insane. Texas is really big.
Damn. All right. What else you got going on? You have Friday, July 26th. This Friday, actually. Ultraviolet Demers.
Yes, that is Matt Ward
Can't read
Pro.
that.
I was supposed to have an open challenge, but I will not be there due to other obligations.
Okay.
But
Happens.
I will say definitely check out Matt Ward Pro. They run sports style wrestling. So they are more by the books, more old school, and they have their own style of the wrestling. It's an amazing experience.
Okay. Now, who did you beat to become the Metroplex champion?
I beat Tommy Becker.
Tommy Becker. Okay.
Yes.
So
And
you slaughtered him.
it was 6 minutes, so you tell me.
Whoa! The next Brock Lesnar? What?
So now me and him faced off at one of our big shows, which is the Purge. We did it at the Epic, which seats about like 500-600 people, maybe even more, depending on the crowd. And Jamie Aller, his manager, decided, he found himself a gym instead of being with somebody that didn't really care about him. So became MPX champion right after that.
All right. So who do you want to face next for your championship?
Guys that I want to face next. One, I would love for them to bring in somebody. For me, Shane Taylor's always been a big dream match of mine. I really want to get that match off the bucket list. But in terms of Texas talent that I would like to face, I would love to face my brother Kaimi. Give me Danny O'Ryan. There's a ton of people.
Couple Texas people.
Yeah, I got a guy from Oklahoma. Give me Cappuccino Jones. He was recently on ROH. If you got to watch the episode, and Cappuccino Jones is the guy. Yeah, it's a bunch of guys that they're ready.
Okay. What about anybody on the independent scene? Not in Texas, but anywhere that you've seen online.
I would love to face independent scenes. Let me see. Talking big wrestlers, what are we talking?
Anybody you want on the independent scene.
Okay.
Who's not signed to someone.
Who's not signed to someone. All right. Let me get sorry, I gotta think about this. This is kind of
That's fine. Yeah, anybody up here from up north in New York or New Jersey area?
Man. It's a ton of talent in general.
There is a ton.
Give me Ziggy Dice. I met Ziggy Dice like one time, one or two times, and I got to wrestle in front of Ziggy, and he was like, "Oh, it was a great match and everything." But I would love to wrestle Ziggy Dice.
Okay, all right.
And I know he's not signed with anybody, so which is a detriment, but
not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, there's a lot of talent out there, or else I wouldn't have a podcast.
Hey, look, if anybody in New Jersey and New York want to come to Texas, I'm the man
Let's
to
go. I know a lot of people who would love to come to Texas, as long as the booker brings them down there.
Hey, look.
That seems to be the issue in the independent scene.
Yeah, trust me.
Because think about it. You got to pay for the flight.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay for the hotel.
Yeah.
Got to make sure they get to the arena because they're not going to walk there from where you bring them to.
I went to Georgia to wrestle in Savannah and flew out, and I had to go from Atlanta and then have to drive I think it was 2 to 3 hours to Savannah.
Damn.
And then left there, got to the hotel. The hotel was by the airport, so we had to drive another 2 hours to get to the hotel, and then I left that morning to go back to Texas to wrestle in Texas. It was the whole thing.
That's crazy. I know someone who went from New York to Detroit, wrestled, and then flew back to New York.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a grind when you're.
It's a grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know I go through the grind as I work with several different federations out here in the Northeast.
Yeah.
So every weekend I'm mostly somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, man. It's not easy.
It's not.
There's no. I don't know how. I'm not in a relationship, so I don't know how you do it because it's not easy. If I had someone, I wouldn't be with them anymore because they'd be like, "Get out of here! You're never home."
Luckily, I have a great supporting cast, amazing, because I understand how you feel. Sometimes she's at the shows, like she'll come to
Right.
certain shows and ride along with me and everything like that. But for certain, certain shows, I'm like, hey, look, it's gonna be like an 8-hour drive, so
Yeah.
just, we're gonna,
That's tough. Yeah.
yeah. So it's a lot.
Someone
It's a
just
lot.
invited me to ride with them. They're doing a show out in Michigan. It's like a 10-hour drive. I'm like,
Woo!
think I'm good. I don't think I get time off to go.
That's
20
10
hours.
there, but I think last time we drove to Georgia the first time that we wrestled. That's when I got to wrestle in front of Ziggy. And I think it was either like 16. Let me double check. I don't wanna give you some false numbers, but
that's like going from New York to the Carolinas, 16 hours.
Hold on, let me see.
That's crazy.
So,
That's a long time to be in a car.
yeah, man.
and
yeah, it was about 15 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, and probably a few stops to make those 15 hours.
Oh yeah, we had a couple stops. We had to change shifts. It was like, lucky it was like 8 of us, but like it was, man,
it's tough. Yeah,
waking
100%.
up and being like, I'm still on the road is crazy.
It's tough, man. All right, let's start off with, how did you fall in love with professional wrestling?
I got into professional wrestling via my mom. She used to watch it a lot. Rock and Austin era and everything like that, and she loved it. So my birthday is always right around Survivor Series, so we used to order it. Yeah, like it's always the week of Survivor Series or the week before. So like because it's that November 24th and it just shifts. So we used to order the pay-per-view a lot and just watch it as a kid. But then so we used to order the pay-per-view. I used to watch it with a couple friends. We used to always, geek out and stuff like that. I think the biggest one we got to watch was when Sting returned for that Survivor Series.
Okay.
And my cousin was screaming Stone Cold while everybody was screaming Sting, and we just turned around and was just like, oh, that's not the person. But that's what got me into wrestling, as in the product. But who made me want to wrestle is Shane Taylor. When I seen STP and everything like that, I was like, oh crap, like it's a reality,
Right.
Representation is everything. And then I got to see even though I don't like him right now, Exodus Prime and Kari Wright, they were wrestling on the indie scene in Texas, and I was like, oh well, there is an indie scene in Texas. There is something I can do, so that's trail I followed.
All right, now let everybody know where did you go train, and who were your trainers and your thoughts during that initial training.
So I've trained 2 places. I started off at DFW All Pro and graduated from DFW All Pro, let that be known.
Okay.
But I started in training there. My head coach was Lugatti Lamont, and training was like hectic, like not hectic as in like crazy all over the place, but it was hectic as in terms of like, man, when you first step into wrestling, it's not what you expect.
Right.
It's a lot of dynamics. So but the training was amazing. Give all the credit to him, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. But then after that, I went to train with Athena and Matthew Palmer at MPX Wrestling.
Okay.
And that's where I developed my character, developed more of my wrestling style.
Right.
And then that's where I've been since then. And yeah,
All
go between
right.
both.
So what's the best advice Athena gave you?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the best advice in a funny way, and then I'm gonna give you a best advice in a serious way. So
okay.
Athena told me, she was like, oh, everybody says, turn yourself up to 1,000 and everything. She's like, don't do that because you're a little awkward, So because outside of who I am, in the ring, I'm a little pulled back, but with certain people. But like she's like, nah, but you have like all the charisma and all the talent to do everything. So I always thought that was funny. She was like, we don't want the awkwardness turned to 1,000, but we want the the charisma and how you carry yourself. We want that turned to 1,000, just not the awkwardness.
Not the awkwardness.
But also on a serious
good.
note, though, she gave me some advice that I've like taken with me. She told me to be who I am and who I feel that I am. Like I like this character, this road that I'm on is highly regarded because of her. Like she's seen a bunch of potential in me, and she decided for me to use that. And she was like, I want you to be able to be yourself and show the world what I know that you already have. So I was just
That's great advice.
yeah.
Good, awesome, good stuff, man. Have you been able to do any extra work for either
Not yet.
AEW? Okay.
Not yet. We might have some pending dates soon, so we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, good.
Just watch out for your TVs.
Watch out, you might be a security guard somewhere
Yeah,
lurking.
somewhere,
I've seen a lot of people on there just doing this, and people I know personally from up here, man. It's really, really cool experiences everybody has. No one that I've talked to has ever had a bad experience.
Yeah, I mean, extra
So
work.
that's good.
From what I've heard, like like you said, I know a bunch of people that do extra work and have gotten to do extra work, and it's always, I got to talk to this person that worked with this person, or they kind of stayed in the background and just had a good experience. So I'm excited for it when that time comes.
Good. All right, let's go into your toughest match to date. Who was your opponent, and why was it so tough?
Oh, I'd say Matthew Palmer. I had So we did a tag match where Palmer's tag team partner eventually joined our faction.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I give Palmer that that notice is because I was jaw jacking, talking trash, and I turned around and Palmer popped me, and it was the first time that I've like really been hit, and I was just like, oh, okay, like this is what we're doing. But like being in the ring with Palmer, his psychology and the way he goes about stuff and wants to do stuff, it makes you think, and it makes you be like, oh, now I got to be mentally aware of this, and I got to do this, and yeah. So I give Palmer that because the mental process it took to kind of come together with all of that.
Okay, alrighty. Serena's got a question for you.
Okay.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone who's just starting out, what advice would you give?
Forget everything that you know about wrestling. That's the advice I got when I first got in the business, and it helped a lot because we can have preconceived notions of like, oh, I want to do this, and this is how this is done. But like the people, hopefully, the people that are training you have, years of experience in this, and they have been hopefully doing this at a higher level than. And if you, pay attention, you listen, you should be able to get every piece of advice that there is to get from that.
Okay, that's good. Good stuff. What do you like to do for fun? What are some of the hobbies you have?
I like to play video games like everybody else.
Okay.
But I also draw here and there, and then I'm a music enthusiast, so I just listen to a bunch of music. I just relax a lot and go to the gym. So
all right, who's your favorite musical artist right now?
Of all time, Eminem is one of my favorite
hip
hop artists of all time in general. But right now, I would have to say, oh, that's a tough one. I don't know. It's a mix between a bunch of people right now. So but that's my all time.
All right. What's your favorite food? What do you like to snack on?
Snack on?
Yeah.
I love me some cookies. Like
cookies.
Just cookies.
What kind? Chocolate chip?
I'm okay. I like chocolate chips is basic, but I'm a big peanut butter cookie guy. Like love peanut butter cookies. Or white chocolate macadamia.
Okay. All right. Serena's got another question for you. If you could choose one era of wrestling to go back to, which would you choose?
I don't know. I think I would stay in this era of wrestling. I think it's just, I don't know. It'd either be this era or like I think it'd be like 2003 era. But like, I think this era of wrestling, although a lot of stuff is hit or miss, but it's just like the competitive nature of it all is there. and it just makes it fun to do.
We got a fan question for you. What kind of protein bar do you enjoy?
Oh, I don't. Okay, so I don't know the brand, but it's like two guys on there and they're smiling. I think they're brothers or whatever. But they're
The
cookies
Protein
and
Brothers.
cream. Yeah, there you go. Their cookies and cream bars are really, really good. Top notch. Top notch.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't look. I don't read brands. I just
Gotcha. Just know, oh, those are the guys. Let me get it.
yeah. After the show, man,
I hear you.
you be ready to go.
I hear you. I didn't get to ask you, but what's your game you're playing of choice now?
Right now I'm playing Baldur's Gate, college football, and Assassin's Creed 3 remastered.
Okay. All right. What part of the United States do you want to wrestle that you haven't wrestled in?
I want to get up there to New York, New Jersey, and Chicago.
Okay, Chicago's good. There's good
Yeah.
federations there. There's some good ones up here in New York too.
Hey, I'm just trying to get everywhere I possibly can.
So you're willing to travel and do all that stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm willing to travel. Just got blood work done and everything. I'm apply for every license that I could apply for.
Yeah, there's some states that you have to apply like that. New York and New Jersey isn't one of them.
Oh, okay. Well,
So you have to worry about that here.
hey, well, I'm done.
And if you were under 18, you couldn't wrestle in New York.
Oh yeah, I heard the Nick Wayne story.
We had a guy up here. He just turned 18 in June, and he was wrestling all outside of New York. And then when he turned 18, he wrestled here for the first time.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, gimmick match you want to be in that you haven't been in yet.
A steel cage match.
Okay.
If it's worth it and the feud's right, I want to do a steel cage match.
Okay. That's a good one. Would it be the modern one or the blue old one like Hogan and Bundy?
Let's do the black one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that one.
I wasn't. Okay. That's a good choice. Let me see. If you could tag with someone that you haven't tagged with, who would you tag and why?
I would tag with Lee Moriarty.
Okay.
I think our styles would complement each other a lot, actually. Quick grappler and a quick powerhouse. Two combinations you can't really stop.
Okay. If you could have an intergender match with someone, who would it be?
Brittany Brooks, Maya World, or
you pick my pal Brittany first.
Man, I met Brittany a while ago. I think she went. We met at a WAW show. It was like I think one of her first times in Texas. I don't remember if it was her first time in Texas, but one of her first times. And like she was getting out and stuff, and like me and her talk here and there now. Like we were talking here and there, and I love Brittany. I love everything that she's doing right now. So
she's cool. We wish her a speedy recovery here.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she's still out there doing stuff though. I see.
Yeah. She's
still doing stuff. She's doing her thing. She's doing her thing. We're trying to get her up here back here in New York. Hopefully, when she's all healed up.
Oh yeah,
she'll be able to come back.
She gives everything she can to her promotion.
100%. All right. So Brittany's first. How about to tag with? You can't pick Brittany now.
Okay, I can't pick Brittany now. Give me Jada.
I think I lost him. Oh no, did I lose you? Nice. We're having technical difficulties. Please stand by. While we're at it, let's run a commercial.
Who taught you how to rap?
Well, I spent some time working at McDonald's, and part of like their training is like you gotta take the things and you gotta like fold them the right way, you gotta wrap them the right way. So like I didn't last very long, as you could tell. I just wasn't. It wasn't for me. Like it wasn't for me. It's not for everybody. I'm currently jobless outside professional wrestling, so I really hope that this takes off because the cardboard box like just isn't keeping me insulated at night anymore.
You need to put your priorities
You think I should go back to McDonald's?
No.
You think Ronald will take me back? Ronald.
Grimace.
Yeah. Well, Grimace is working with the Mets now. So do you think I could get a job with the Mets?
Probably,
get a good job with
probably
the Mets?
be in the starting lineup for the Mets.
Starting lineup for the Mets? I'll take that.
I don't think that's going to work.
You don't think why don't you think it's going to work?
I don't think it's going to work. Anyway.
All right, I think we lost Demo for good. So I want to thank Demo for coming on. Appreciate him coming on. We'll try to bring him back soon. But make sure you want to check out on August 3rd, Summer of Love 4 from NYWC. Make sure you go to this event. It's an outdoor event, and it's going to be so much fun. Coming up this Saturday from Sayreville High School's Constant Pro Wrestling. This Saturday, Jay Lethal will be there. Wrestling, my pal Emily LeVay, who has a thing with pliers, will be there. Anthony Gangone will be there, and much, much more. Check out Constant Pro Wrestling. And Arcadia from Constant Pro Wrestling will be joining us on Wednesday. And is right, Serena. Hi, how are you? I also want to thank our graphic designer, Pickway Design. They're the official sponsor. They do web design, logo design, custom clothing, vehicle wraps, printing. One-stop shop. Make sure you go to pickwaydesign.com for more information. I want to thank our friends at SICW Wrestling, where you can catch the Papa Dent commercial, which you saw in the beginning, running with their programming on YouTube. And you want to pick up the new Papa Dent vlog shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees right now for $24.99 plus shipping. And then, of course, we got Titan Championship Wrestling presents Seaside Showdown 2 Tidal Wave coming up Saturday, August 24th at Seaside Heights. Meet and greets at 1, bell times at 2, and I'm so excited to be going back to Seaside Heights. Also want to check out the NWA. They're coming to Philadelphia on August 31st. Make sure you go to nwaliveevents.com to get your tickets, and it will be live at the 2300 Arena. And so everybody knows, I'm still your 23/6 YouTube heavyweight champion of the world. So I'll see y'all soon at 8. I'll have parental advisory coming up at 8 o'clock. You don't want to miss that. Everybody have a good night.